Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for July 14th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This pair had a fairly decent range, did close down, close lower. It is moving sideways overall. We are looking for it to potentially move as high as 89.55, possibly as low as 87.53. Look for some resistance around 89.00 and look for some support around 88.00. Now let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair moved higher during today's session, did break previous session's high, but closed pretty much right at it. We are looking for this pair to continue moving to the upside. Look for it to potentially move as high as 127.75 and hit resistance there. Look for it to hit some support around 126.75. Now the pound US dollar pair, it moved higher, did break a pretty strong area of resistance during this session, closed higher. We are looking for it to continue moving to the upside. Look for this pair to potentially move as high as 153.75, possibly as low as 150.70. Look for some resistance around 153.00 and look for some support around 151.75. Now looking at the US Swiss, this particular pair moved lower, did have a pretty good tail on it, moved lower, closed at the low. We are looking for this pair to move even lower. We do have an area of support here that we anticipate being broken. Look for this pair to continue to the downside. If we do get a reversal, look for it to go as high as 106.79, possibly as low as 104.67. Look for some resistance around 105.75 and look for some support around 104.75. Now, as far as news announcements go, we have the U.S. Producer Price Index being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time for June. We are expecting it to have risen from a negative 0.3% to a negative 0.1%. So definitely keep an eye on that news announcement. Now, we also have a news announcement in the New Zealand dollar. The Consumer Price Index is being released for the second quarter as well as year to date at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. No consensus on that. The previous second quarter was 0.4% and year to date it's at 2.0% for Consumer Price Index. So make sure to take a look at that news announcement as well. Now we have a couple of things going on in the US Swiss. We have an inside bar that was created. We have already broken that low by about 4 pips. So what I'm looking for is it to basically break its own low, which was at 105.10. Looking for basically a short at 105.09, taking a very quick profit as it heads down to this area, basically grabbing roughly about 30 pips to the downside. Now, this is a great setup because you can take that 30 pips and run, or you can move to break even and hope it really breaks out to the downside when it breaks this area of support. So that's up to you. You can grab your pips and run, or go ahead and look for it to move lower. Now we also have a swing trade opportunity in the US Japanese yen pair that's been created over the past three sessions. Let me draw the trend line here. It's a fairly flat trend line and it's decent ways from the market, so we'd have to really move to the upside to get this. However, if we do, we're going to want to take a look at this area of support. Or what was support here would now be resistance. That's pretty quick, extremely quick. May not even be worth the trade. You may want to let it break through those 5 pips and go to the upside. Next area that you'd really want to target would be up here. So this would be about a 100 pip move to the upside. You can see during this time we had areas of support here that once it broke, it went down fairly quick. It did take a couple of sessions, but did break through it fairly quick. We have had easily during this session and this session 100 pip days, so to think that it couldn't go through there that quick is to be mistaken. Now, to move 106 pips and from the open plus another 75, that'd be a very large volume day, so definitely keep an eye on this one. We could see this potential pair even move lower down back into this range. So we'll just have to see if we get a break to the upside here or if it breaks to the downside. If it breaks to the downside, we'll see it probably bounce around in this previous range area. So that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.